Obviously, with military service, you have to leave home. I left home at a very early age. I think I left 18 years old, something like that. So one of the first sacrifices that you encounter is you're not around family when important events take place, like Christmas and some of the holidays, things like that. Because military dictates everything. I mean, military comes first. So there's a lot of sacrifices over the years, not being a part of some of the events. Obviously, I tried to make it to as many as I could. I was welcomed with loving arms from my family who was glad to see me. But it became, as I got older in the ranks and my military career, it became less and less as far as the time I would spend at home because, obviously you get more rank, you got more responsibility. So there's really no time for, all the family visits you have when you're a young airman, and a lot of sacrifices though, because you're away from home, from people and from family and from a lot of important events that take place, graduations, births, deaths, reunions, Easters, like I say, the holidays. There's a lot of sacrifices for military members, man, and it's something that I've never really talked about it, but I talk about it in private to people that I know about what some of those sacrifices are. And I tell you, one of the biggest sacrifices, I think, and one that really eats away at me is the fact that, I'm a huge proponent of the child. I'm a huge supporter of children and all things children. And so even within my family, when I was young, I tried to do things with the children, whether taking the Six Flags or taking the water parks, taking the pizza places, and just always get them together to show them something different that they probably wouldn't have had the opportunity to experience, because I'm the type of person, if I'm able, I will, you know what I'm saying? But over the years, man, the thing that eats away at me is the fact that I come home now and like, I don't know some of the kids. Like I literally don't know some of my family members. I don't know some of the kids. There's so many of them. Life didn't stop when I left. Life kept going and I had to keep doing my thing out there. Obviously I had to stay focused and my family wanted me to stay focused and they supported me like hell. But when I would come back home, a lot of times they didn't understand a lot of the guilt that I felt inside about not knowing some of the names of the children that come around and names that you would normally know if you hadn't left home. You know what I'm saying? Nieces, nephews, cousins, man, it's the craziest thing, man.